Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 17 of our slow and immersive playthrough of House Spartenos of originally county of Napoli in southern Italy. And we're in year 976 AD, so about 100 or 109 years into the game. And I thought at the start of this episode, why don't we do a quick recap of everything that has happened to our house since the very start. So we started off in the county of Napoli, so just a single county of Napoli here. So it had a city of Amalfi and barony of Napoli. Our very first, there's a dynasty tree. Our very first Count Georgius III was Midas touched, kind of temperate, stubborn, and callous architect who reigned for, okay, we don't really know, so much, but about, I think, 15 years, a good period of time. He was born in 826, yeah, became king, I think, 864. Yeah, so about 20 years he reigned. And we played him for about 17 of those years, because he started his reign about 3 years before the game began. He was an architect, and he built up the county of Napoli to, he built gardens and vegetable plantations, so manor houses, and then gardens and vegetable plantations. He built a bailey, and he built a fishing net weavers county of Napoli. And he also went ahead and drove out some of the infidels, I think out of the county of Camarda and county of Cosenza, if my memory serves me right. He also managed to get the county of Salerno from, I think, Catholic Lombard counts. And then there were some infidels, Muslims, kind of here, down in the shoe of Italy. And so he drove them out, and he built a lot of buildings. He was known as a good architect and a great steward, a good steady steward. He built up good war chest, and passed that on to his son. Duke Sergius, who actually, upon his death, by the time he died, he actually founded the Duchy of Salerno, though. We never had the Duchy of Capua. Sorry, let me just click on him. Why? There we go. He was an intricate web weaver. He was zealous, impatient, and calm. He also drove out some of the infidels. Picked up the mantle from his father and continued to do so. He also schemed to get the county of Capua by marrying his son off to... well, actually, no, wait. What happened? Hang on a second. What actually happened was that... important event. Count Gregorius III did not, in fact, die of natural causes. He died of heart failure. He was sick at the time of his death. You see, he was melancholic and infirm. But what happened was that his rival, the Count of Capua, actually sent him a box, a mysterious box, which Count Gregorius couldn't resist to open it. He did open it, he inhaled some gas, and he died. And so his son, the intricate web weaver that he was, first of all plotted to kill said Count. I don't remember what his name even was now. It doesn't really matter. His name has been expunged from history. In fact, we can even see memories of this character. I murdered Count Girolamo, that's who he was. This Count Girolamo, the treacherous Count Girolamo of Capua, who murdered his father. So we murdered him. We then married our player heir and son, firstborn, to Count Girolamo's daughter, who was still underage in regency. But then, that scheme took probably 10-15 years to play out, but in the end, she was actually deposed by one of the dukes here inside the Kingdom of Italy, and even our son's wife lost the title to the claim to the county of Capua. But we got Duke Sergius did get the county of Salerno. I think we got Camardo, Cosenza, and so on. And kept pushing kind of Islamic infidels out of southern tip of Italy. Let's go back to our dynasty tree after Count Sergius ruled for a while. Yeah, 910. and he died 884. Yeah, so 26 years. So quite a long time. He did build also a few buildings around. He did develop southern Italy. He did, developed county of Napoli, which stood probably a development of about 18. So maybe took it from 12 to about, I think, 16, 17, 18 or thereabouts. I think it's currently sitting at 20 or 21. But then he died of old age at 5th of April 910 AD. His son then took up the mantle, but only reigned, unfortunately, for 9 years before dying in his sleep. He was also, though, a fortune builder. So a good steward. He was just, he was content. He didn't do much, but he did, I believe, although I can't recall now whether he did get a few provinces here. I think we went to the southern tip of Italy. So we continued our expansion here. I think we maybe even got a couple of duchies. I think we managed to get Duchy of Capua even, perhaps. It was, and he did actually found the kingdom. Yeah, so he actually founded the kingdom of Sicily. Hang on, let's go back. Yeah, so he was our first king or despot. There he is. Yeah, Despot Gregorius. So he founded the kingdom of Sicily in his short reign, but it was kind of set up by Dukes Sergius. He then passed the reins to his very young son, who I think was just turned 18 when he took over the throne. And he reigned from 919 until 964. So for the past, what is that? That's almost 40 years. In fact, a bit more than 40 years, right? So this would be 44 from 2044, 45 years Despot Sergius ruled. And Despot Sergius, however, was humble, content, and lustful. He was blessed with 2 wives, both of whom were his soulmates. He was also a seducer and a deviant. And his first wife was a flagellant, and she was comely. And they had 5 children together. All very well educated, by the way. So she was a blessing. And Gislava was his second wife, with whom he had another 4 children. She was also comely. She was also content, forgiving, diligent, kind of a thrifty flirt. Our first wife was actually murdered, died under mysterious circumstances, but we never actually found out who murdered her, despite all of our best efforts. And our, we even had the schemer perk, and we were an intricate web weaver. It's just we didn't do a whole lot of scheming. But we're generally content to just rule our lands. We built up a massive chest, so we almost went to 1,000 gold. We did build up some buildings in various counties, and he also created the duchies that are now part of our land. We created Duchy of Benevento, Duchy of Apulia, Duchy of Salerno, and Duchy of Grand Calabria, and the Duchy of Capua we already had. He ruled for 45 long years and has just recently passed the reins to his son and our current despot Porphyrius, who received a amazing, learning education. He became a mastermind philosopher, just like his brother, by the way. Well, unfortunately, died gout-ridden at the age of 46, but who was also a mastermind philosopher. So did his spouse, actually, has fallen from the mountain trail. What a shame. Yeah, so that was his second-born, but his firstborn, Count Despot Porphyrius, is a mastermind philosopher. He's our current ruler. He's a theologian. He's a hunter. He recently went to his first hunt with a falcon. He's also rakish, although his wife seems to have been satisfying him so far. He has 5 children, 1 son, and we have 5 daughters. And yeah, he's arrogant, brave, and zealous. And so he has continued, fortunately at the very start, because his father had so many children, right? Despot Sergius had 9 children. All the duchies went to all of our brothers. And we were left again with just a single county, I believe. Yeah. And the Duchy of Capua, but we didn't even control the 2 counties in it. We only controlled the county of Napoli. We then had a brief but quite a dangerous civil war with almost evenly matched Duke. Who was it? It was Duke of Salerno that attacked us. Duke of Salerno along with Duke of Benevento. We then defeated both of these, and the Duchy of Benevento was usurped from our brother by the Countess of Lanciano, whom we then blinded. She spent a bit of time in our dungeon, but we blinded her and took away her duchy title and the County of Benevento. So she's now just a Countess Eustacia the Weak of Lanciano. We also took the titles of County of Salerno and County of Camarda, as well as the Duchy from our... Let's even have a look. Duchy of Salerno, title history. Yeah, from our Prince Paschalis the Honorable, or so he claimed to be, who then died in captivity. Yeah, he died under house arrest. We didn't let him out. He wasn't in our dungeon, but he was in captivity until his death. So having secured our throne, we then, unfortunately, got engaged into a number of wars because those daughters that our father sired, he married them off, one of them into the Byzantine imperial family, one of them to the kingdom of Aquitaine. And we'll actually have a look if... No, this is no longer... Yeah, I think the family we married into, unfortunately, got deposed. But we'll have a look at that in a second. But we got embroiled in the Byzantine Civil War for quite a while. It was basically a lot. It was all up in revolt. We then got involved in... What was it? Another war. I think Aquitaine versus Burgundy, where our legions got decimated for the first time. It was almost 2,000 army stack, mostly of men-at-arms, against an 8,000... Yeah, it was France, it was West Francia and Lotharingia, which have now reformed into the Holy Roman Empire and France. But they both attacked Aquitaine, I believe. And we just, our invasion was poorly organized. And I think there was probably some complacency as to how strong our legions are. And we got massacred here. We then came back with another army a few years later. We did what we could, but our allies, unfortunately, were quite inept, although we also made some tactical mistakes. And we lost a lot of battles and just had to retreat back to our homeland. And the Kingdom of Aquitaine was lost, I believe. And we can in fact check this Kingdom of Aquitaine title history. Was it this man? Yes, it was Prince Bermudo Gerberis. He died from his wounds. This was this lady, Princess Barbara of Sicily. She was the daughter of Despot Sergius. She's she was the queen of Aquitaine. But look how she's fallen. She's drunk and irritable. She's now married to the lowly Count of Toulouse. Yeah, subservient to the Duchy of Toulouse and then to the King of Aquitaine. And one of our niece, Duchess Gerbera II Bermudez of Toulouse. She is okay. She's a duchess. Region. Oh, look at this. She's actually the ruler. Oh, look, she's a Duchess of Millau right now. Wow, how the tables have turned. Isn't that her mother? Yeah, and her mother is the wife of the Count of Toulouse. Wow, and her younger daughter, she's 13. She's the Duchess of Millau. Yeah. And then, serving the King of Aquitaine. Whereas, if we look at the Byzantine Emperor and look at the Byzantine title history, we supported Nikitas. Where is he? Duke Nikitas of Opsikion now. He used to be kind of an emperor, but he was too young to actually be an emperor, so he always had a regent. But he was an emperor, countess, and we were married to one of his sisters, I think. Alexia. Yes. Prince Pancratius of Sicily, our brother, was married to Alexia. And she has fallen from a mountain trail, and he died gout-ridden. It's plagued by swollen joints, making movement painful. Yeah. He also, though, as you can see, received a good education in our home county of Napoli as an astute intellectual. So there we are. That's kind of, I think, the extent of our achievements. And the latest we've done is we have invaded Sardinia and Corsica as there were some weak rulers here, and despot Porphyrius, being a zealot and being a mastermind intelligent, could see the way the world was going, which we'll talk in a second, and decided we need to consolidate our power in the mid Mediterranean and southern Italy, as we have to prepare for being besieged by pretty much on all sides. So we've gotten so far 2 counties in Sardinia. There's only one left, this Arcanesa Euphemia, given how weak she is, and we got a foothold in Corsica. However, the Duchess of Corsica, who was independent until just a couple of years ago, made a pretty strong move and swore fealty to the Kingdom of Italy. So yeah, so that's kind of where we are right now. So this is just literally 2 years, maybe a year or two ago, started to belong to Italy, and we're now kind of spread across various provinces here. Now, if we zoom out and look at the whole world, here's where we are. The Byzantine Empire has been crumbling. There have been incessant kind of civil war, people seceding. You can see, for example, people like these counts and dukes seceding from the Byzantine Empire. Okay, we somehow managed to actually even own this now. Yeah, that was this Duke Rashka, the Dukes Rashka, House Spartenos. I think it was actually Eudoxia that got married. No, actually, she was married to Prince Marcos. Marcus, Dukes Rashka. Somehow through some sort of weird marriage, and then a revolt within our vassals, we ended up owning Duchy of Rashka, and this young boy, is also the Duke of Calabria at the same time. That's where we are. There's a few states have seceded from the Byzantine Empire in, I guess, the Baltics, you would call it, right? Or the kind of Illyria kind of province. Yeah, and Nuradin, which was previously known by some other name, but you can see this. I don't know, is this Empire? Yes, this is Empire rank realm. Yeah, so they're making big inroads. The Ashari Mashriki people, or Mashriki people, really, of the Ashari religion, are making some pretty strong inroads into the Byzantine Empire, and frankly, we don't think it's going to hold for all that much longer. Unless the Northern Empire somehow breaks apart due to some internal strife. Also, just a few years ago, we've had the Kingdom of France form, where the Kingdom of Holy Roman, actually it's an empire rank. So the Holy Roman Empire formed as well. Wow, some big developments there. The Kingdom of Italy has continued to kind of in fits and starts, but it did actually kind of consolidate its power, and it's looking fairly strong right now, to be honest. And what is this? Kingdom of Burgundy has also appeared. It actually split off from kind of King of Italy, but then seems to have consolidated around southern France, and actually made even an inroad into Spain. In Spain, we've only have the Kingdom of Leon. No, actually, hang on a second. Yeah, I thought only they were Christian and, holding down the fort here against infidels. But no, there's actually, who is this? Catholic Andalusian. Malik Uliam. Okay. Something a little odd going on here. I don't think it's going to be... It's not going to be long before these guys convert. Okay, he did actually convert to Catholicism. But yeah, but otherwise this is all Ashari. So yeah, so there we go. The Orthodoxy is besieged. We're only holding down one of our holy sites. We are besieged by Catholics to the north, Muslims to the south, I guess, and to the east. Otherwise, look at this. We can have a look at the United Kingdom. Ireland has actually nothing. They must have conquered or married into the Kingdom of Alba and now control Ireland and Scotland. Interesting. Sweden has formed a massive kingdom. Sapmi has also formed. King Eofor Long sort of Sapmi. All the way out north. Novgorod is standing, I won't say not too strong, but it is standing. Zaporozhye, Khazar, Khanet, I guess. Khan, yeah, is occupying kind of central sort of Ukraine and Russia. Modern Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, and otherwise, we have a bit of Mongolia forming out all the way in the east. Oh dear, 900 horse archers, 200 horsemen. Yeah, obviously a few kind of Central Asian kingdoms or khanates are forming there as well. So there we are. Let's get back to where we were. Let's go ahead and just unpause at a low speed. And yeah, just keep the time rolling and keep, I guess, thinking about what have we gotta do. So first of all, we are above domain limit because we have recently conquered these two counties. Let's have a think. We need to consolidate Sardinia. That's one thing we need to do. But for that, we have a truce now with for 5 years with Arconesa Euphemia. For 5 years, and we can complete our consolidation of southern Sardinia, and then we're gonna have to think. Oof. We need to think what we do with the Kingdom of Italy. Let's think about that. This is her heir. He's actually a tough soldier, Marshal of 9. Second. County of Granada gain willing levies. Hang on a second, let's pause. I arrived in Napoli to pay homage to you, glorious despot, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. No gifts he brings. His scraping means nothing to me. You spent 75. It's an act of tyranny. You send Prince Manuel away. Okay, no, we don't want that. Okay, it's fine. Let's go ahead and accept him in our court. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Prince Manuel, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the despotate. As Prince Manuel stands, he stumbles awkwardly. The court gasps in unison as he falls, ending sprawls at my feet, cheeks flushed with embarrassment. Your oaths are all that matter to me. Okay, Dynasty Spartenos gains 50 renown, 75 prestige. We gain 40 stress because we're arrogant. We just say, what a shambles. Spends 150 prestige. That's Prince Manuel. Loses 10 opinion of us. We gain 3 court grandeur. Yeah, I say, what a shambles. He's one of our brothers. He's the Duke of Apulia. Unfortunately, he's been a leper since he was a kid. Never really excelled at anything. Kind of a sad life. We did get him a good wife with whom they have 1 children. But the reality, the secret of our family is that this, our father, who was lustful, actually had an affair with her. But it seems to have been kept quiet. No one's ever found out. But this is actually our sister rather than our niece. Yeah. Unconditionally, as I lean over the map in the council chamber, a sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My daughter, Chrysogone, appears in the hallway, walks into the room. She looks at me with an inscrutable look for a moment, then walks over to me, wrapping me in a tight hug. I look at her, a hidden tear in my eye, while my hand is stroking her hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. You're a good daughter. Oh. Right, let's go ahead and do our perks. So, yeah. So, Porphyrius finished the theologian on his own before he became king. And while we have been king, we have gone down the scholar path. Let's go and learn on the job. 20% of council's primary skill added to your own. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah. We're kind of focusing on converting our realm all to Greek culture, as we had the Sicilian culture kind of spread. Frankly, no good reason. And we will maintain this. Okay, this is Sardinian culture. But we'll make everyone Greek and Orthodox. We have completed our conversion to Orthodoxy. 1 positive. Here we are. Neighboring ruler lost the war. Your neighbor King Sank was lost against Malik. King Sank clashed against Kingdom of Budi in the Al-Andus clash. It's not uncommon for rulers involved in the struggle to get into a border disputes and petty squirrels, changing with the nature of the current struggle phase. The ready availability of niche disputes allows rulers to conduct small-scale land grabs, conquering or vassalizing their targets. Since clashes depend on the environment of their struggle, their prestige cost scales with the current struggle phase. Okay. Not sure what he actually won or lost. Maybe it's the Alandudis. Okay. But yeah, something happened here. Hitaria qualified. Florence and one of the other Hitaria entered Pope Manus's melee contest. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just give me a second. Trying to take my watch off so it doesn't keeps ringing with every email. But there we are right now. Oh, hang on. What is going on here? Why is this flashing? Count of Capua. Hang on. Why is this flashing purple now? You gain negotiated mercenary contracts. Mercenary hire costs minus 20% for 10 years. Oh, that's nice. Why are you flashing? I hope we're not gonna lose you. Dukes Clementi of Rashka. Okay. What, he's here at war? What is he at war about? Defending against Count Gerdo of Capua in the war against the tyranny of Dukes Clementi. Okay, 136 men versus 1,300. Well, let's see how that goes for you, sir. Oh, okay, I think they're coming for you. But here we are. We actually can now control 6 domains, and that's good because we need the money to fight wars. So we need to get as many counties as we can. We are increasing control in Bonifacio. Here we have control of 100. Here when you have control of 28. Yeah, okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time. And go ahead and can we get Arcanet of Sardinia? Hang on. This is a duchy title. Oh, it can even be a kingdom title. The kingdom is Corsica and Arcanet. Okay. Can we usurp it? No, you only have 2 of the 3 required counties. Cannot usurp the primary title of someone fighting a war. When usurped, you gain 300 prestige. And it costs us 250. Okay. Just need that last county from her. My daughter-in-law, Iulia, has given birth to a daughter. Okay, that's from with our heir and son. Since the little one is of Spartenos dynasty, she should be blessed with a good name. Let's go for a Greek name, Markia. We haven't had a Markia in our dynasty. There we are. We only have 1 heir. So actually, we're in a pretty good position. He will inherit everything we have. Frankly, but we do... Yeah, we have sort of invigorated perk kind of here. So our health should actually be great for the next 10. So we should definitely get another 10 to 20 years to play with Despot Porphyria. So we have time to leave a legacy and make our plans come true. Oh, Byzantine Empire is again embroiled in yet another civil war. Defending against Dukes Theophilus of Chaldea in the war for Dukes Nikitas' claim on the Byzantine Empire. Okay, so again we have defenders. Duke and King and Queen Margaret of Italy. Grace, Duchess Pelagia, Chaldea. Okay. Yeah, they just can't decide who's going to be on the throne while, yeah, the Empire of Nuruddin is slowly taking them out piece by piece. Prince of Sicily finished to promote culture in Kamada. Okay, great. Another province converted to Greek culture. What should we go with next? Culture Lombard. Improves county opinion, increases taxes, possible side Taxes and levies. Okay, what should we do next? I guess let's do... We have Duchy of Apulia. Yeah, let's make Bari Greek 9 years. Okay. Take that 9 years and then we'll have a good core of Greek provinces. Although actually it doesn't really bring us a lot of... No, well, neither does this, to be honest. I mean, we don't own any of these counties. We don't own Bari either. Not sure about this. What if we go County of Napoli and do increased development? That's going to take 9 years. We really need to keep raising development here. We're at 20. We have a lot of bonuses. So we get monthly growth of plus 0.8. Yeah, and with our learning lifestyle, we also got some more bonuses for development. So let's go ahead and speed up to 3. We have to wait another 4 years. 981. May 981 is when we can consolidate Sardinia. Success of the Pride of Natalie. Bulg becomes your claimed knight. Let's go ahead and actually just slow down a little for a second. Your acquaintance Julianos died in your dungeons. It's fine. Let's go ahead and look at our military. Okay, we're only making 7.4. Why did that decline? It's not quite enough. We need a lot of money. You know, we're spending about... Yeah, we'll probably spend about 7 when we raise our entire army. And you see, which currently consists of 2 legions of 700 armored footmen. 5 regiments of onagers and 5 regiments of archers. With another men-at-arms regiment available. But I'm not sure who should we build. Another potentially 500 men or 700 if we go for armored footmen. Let's see who our rivals are. Military strength. For Queen Margaret of Italy. 2,300 levies. Versus our 1,500. That's fine. Knights 13, we have 12. Bowmen, they have 300. Pikemen, 300. We counter their pikemen with our armored footmen, and they have 600 armored footmen. I think we would beat them. I'm pretty sure, actually. Our armored footmen are second to none. Yeah. Here's our bowmen. Yeah, but this network of alliances here, though, they are actually allied to defending against Duke Eric Piedmont in the war against tyranny of Queen Margaret. Allied to Emperor Ludwig the Great of the Holy Roman Empire. Wow. Okay. Allied to Basilius of the Byzantine Empire. Okay. Don't think attacking Italy is a go. We could just hasten the demise of the Byzantine Empire and get the Duchy of Sicily. And while they're just embroiled in this massive civil war. But they do have allies. I mean, the Kingdom of Italy might come in on their side. Can't it? Allied to Queen Margaret of Italy. We could seize the jure duchy, Sicily. Oh, he's deeply in debt. Got no troops. I doubt he will even be able to send anyone to Sicily. Right, and if the Italians come, like Catholic French, but the Italian army comes, we can take them. Alright, so let's go ahead and save up some money. Keep developing County of Napoli. We're increasing control in Corsica. But ultimately here, I do want to... Oof. Oh, we actually have Emma Carl... Whoa, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on. We have Emma Carling of Pavia is married to our courtier Mauricus. Who was he? Okay, he's the son of our cousin. That's fine. She's in our court though. She has a Kingdom of Italy claim. Duchy of Lombardy. County of... She has claims on a lot of things, including the Kingdom of Italy. Instant contested title. So we could win the title in her favor, but do we really care? We want these lands for ourselves, right? These are... And we are Greek. But we are, I guess, looking to the Byzantine Empire, which is really Eastern Roman Empire. Pause. Betrayal. Is that some cooing? Pause is our cat. Is that cooing I hear? And some muffled meows? Set in an alcove in Mauritius, Pause cradled in his arms. The feline looks up at him adoringly. Oh, sorry, sat in an alcove in Mauritius. Okay, I thought that was a location, not the guy. Mauritius, Pause cradle in his arms. The feline looks up at him adoringly, limbs tucked in like a babe's, and the smitten Mauritius rocks him lovingly. I offer a greeting, but though the human responds, the cat merely purrs contentedly and burrows his face into a crook of an arm. Despite myself, I feel something of a pang of jealousy. Oi, give me my cat here. Yeah, give me what you're doing, petting our cat. Yeah, this Kingdom of Bulgaria has also been making inroads into the Byzantine Empire. So to be honest, at least they're Orthodox though, but I'm not surprised. I mean, the strongest man takes the, you know, holds the power. Byzantine Empire is just, it's a shame. It's crumbling, and we feel it's only a matter of time before it collapses, and we will be all that's left of the Orthodox world. We need to preserve our faith and our culture. That is our goal. With assist ruler, can we do manage domain? Oh, yes we can. Oh, there we are. We'll ask our wife to help us manage the domain. We get now. Oh, wow. This is such a big malice for just being won over. Your neighbor Queen Margaret has won against Duke Eric of Piedmont. Not surprising. Neighbor Arconesa Euphemia has lost against Emir Mohammed in a holy war for the Emirate of Bijaya. Where is that? Okay, she was going to invade that, really. Okay. Military upkeep. You gain men-at-arms negotiation for 5 years. Wow. The maintenance men-at-arms is lower due to skill for negotiation. Nice. Thank you. Our great wife. What's her name? Melissa. Okay, 3 more years and we can consolidate this. Other than that, I guess we are saving money. We have developed County of Napoli as much as we can. Capua doesn't even belong to us. So Salerno. Could build a small harbor at Salerno. Give us 0.2 of tax. Camarda could use with could do with some improved wooden barracks. That would cost 220. It seems that in my dealings with Prince Manuel, I may have accidentally made certain promises of exemptions from his obligations. I've tried, but I suspect there might not be any other way out of this by now. Oh, hang on. Prince Manuel, no. No, I can still salvage this. We don't want to decrease taxes here. Okay, inspired person can be sponsored. Philippe de Bourfremont as the book inspiration. Oh, come on, we cannot resist. We're a mastermind philosopher. It has been our weakness throughout our life. We have spent a lot of money on books with Philippe. We even ran into debt a couple of times when invading Sardinia before. But we cannot resist. Funds Philippe de Bourfremont with 61 to write about scholarly matters. Of course, come on, our court. Of course we'll sponsor him. No question. No question about it. And we can actually even expand the barracks here to living grounds. By clearing a large swathe of land of any obstructions, we can muster our soldiers in one place for division into units. The clear vision also allows for easier spotting of deserters. 220 takes 3 years. I feel like we should do it. Let's do it. Because it will strengthen our men-at-arms. One of our legions is stationed in Camadra. Okay, sanctioned loopholes you can use by claim interaction. Okay. Hang on, let's just double check that. Buy claim interaction. Interaction that allows a character to buy unpressed claims in exchange for piety. A vassal may not buy a claim on any liege's title. And a liege may not buy a claim on any vassal's title. A king or emperor may not buy claims on kingdom titles. And emperors may not buy claims on other empires. No one may buy a claim on their head of faith. Okay. Not sure. We could get a claim on, I guess, Lecce. Oh no, but we have a claim on Lecce as well. Because we're running the Kingdom of Sicily. But I think what I was also thinking. Second. Inspiration, scholarly topics. I find my beneficiary Philippe surrounded by scrolls and manuscripts, furiously flipping through pages. My lord, there are so many areas that are worthy of attention. Religion, education, not to mention the art of writing itself. This undertaking should serve God. Philippe is writing on topics such as theology and prayers. I want the book to be educational, or at least entertaining. Focuses on writing on topics such as history and poetry. Philippe will freely decide on topic of the book. The content of the book article will likely be of a higher quality. What topic does your muse yearn for? Yeah, let's let the artist and the intellectual pursue whatever he wants. I mean, we're almost done with the... We're both a scholar and a theologian, so we recognize both, I think. But yes, but what I was gonna say, guys, is we just pause for a second. I had an idea of actually renaming our kingdom. And I wanted to rename it into the Kingdom of Magna Graecia, right? The bigger Greece. Adjective will be... Oh, hang on, sorry about that. Wrong button on my keyboard. Gratian, Magna Graecia, and we will be Gratians. Toggle short name. Enable to make the title use the short name naming style and be presented without the tier of prefix. Fine, let's just put Magna Graecia, and I want to custom coat of arms. Start from scratch. Start from scratch, and we'll be, I think, blue. Or something like white and blue, maybe. Layout. Emblems. I'm going to do Magna Graecia. Alright, larger Greece. As the Byzantine Empire is crumbling, we're representing the new Greece. I think. A rival power to the Byzantine. Or rather, you know, I guess we're kind of, don't like any of this. I like this emblem. Magna Graecia. Layout. On emblems. We agree on this emblem. Primary color white. We just leave it as one like this. We can. Let's have a cross in there. Right, just to signify this is the new Greece. Okay. I like the cross, but I don't like the emblem now. Maybe something Orthodox and Greek together. Something like this. Kind of like the, you know, like those round windows. I forget what they're called on the Byzantine churches. Catholic churches as well, like cathedrals. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Go with... does that look Greek? Perhaps we actually... Sorry. Perhaps we actually hold off on that and we'll just remain the Kingdom of Sicily until the Byzantine Empire actually falls. Maybe it won't fall. Maybe it's a little early to... maybe it's a little early for us to assume the leadership of the Orthodox world. And they're still pretty big. Yeah, court event available. Let's see. Epicurean entertainment. An excellent. Ah, excellent. Fresh quail, my favorite. Theodotus bellows merrily, gorging himself at the servant desperately as the servant desperately steadies the serving tray. Oh, my beloved saffron cakes. You truly are delectable, Emma says with a singing voice. Now this is what life is all about. Servants, more invigorating herbal infusions now, Demetrius demands. It would appear that my courtiers are enjoying themselves. Theodotus, modest as always. You go closer to forming a friendship. But we are arrogant. We're arrogant, so all of this I should let them be. Good. 10 court grandeur. You gain 75. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. Just let them be. We're arrogant, yeah. Kinda hold. Royal court is now at court grandeur level 7. Let's just check our royal court quickly. We're now at 7 and falling to 6. Okay, we're making 14 per month. Okay, and court grandeur 6 unlocks the Convince de Jour territory council attacks. That takes forever. We could use that on Lecce, but that takes like 15 years. Courtiers will now have lived at Royal Court for 5 years, gain a special trait based on the court type. Promote cultural acceptance, effectiveness plus 30%. Manage royal guards. Fine. A more powerful special. So why they keep it at 6? Practically we need to keep it either 5 or 8. Removed everything up to level 4. Better food. That would be 3. That's plus 1.2. That's not time yet. It's fine. Let's just leave our court as it is. Inspiration. Fickle Philip. I bump into a very grave-looking Philip, my writer, hoping that he doesn't bring ill news of the splendid book he should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts, he laughs nervously. I just need some inspiration. Mighty despot. Might you have some prior examples I could examine? I know what you need. Possible. What fun shall we have? 10%. The artifact produced through Philip's de Buffemont book inspiration might be of slightly higher quality. Book inspiration gains 1 progress. 10% gains 1 progress, just without high quality. 40% nothing happens. 30% gains 1 progress. 10% loses 2 progress. Real inspiration comes from within. To the library. Quality or progress of Philip's inspiration might be improved. I think we know. Go ahead. We're Rakish and we're Hunter. Let's show him a good time. Okay, Philip must muse fleas. Well, didn't work out. That was what, 10% chance? Great. My daughter CK3 has let me know that not only is her unborn child the product of an illicit union, but the father is none other than my Hetaria Biaju. What will even become of her child, now that the whole world knows? Wait, we already asked her to swear vows. What you doing? She has thrown this house into turmoil. Ah, God. Known criminal. It has been a long day. I stretch my legs out in front of me as I relax at my writing table, my weary bones being rested for the first time today. Across the room from me, Paul saunters along a shelf, exploring the higher reaches of the room. He does so like being up high. My Lombard treatise, sat on the end of the shelf, pauses, making a beeline right for it. Feline eyes, wide with interest. I watch in horror as a paw extends. No. Prowess challenge, 11% you lose certain stress, 88% you gain 20 stress, and the durability of Lombard treatise decreases by 5. You gain 10 stress because you're brave. Or, oh no you don't, you little... Successfully grab paws and you get Cat Wrangler. The characters prove themselves an expert in the tricky art of handling cats. Cat Wrangler, or 52% we gain Wounded trait. No, you don't touch our... favorite Lombard treatise. Ah, In the trade wounded. Okay, do we have a court physician? That's unfortunate. Come on, you don't touch our books. Cat. No? You lost. Okay. Perfect. Successful wound treatment. Fine. Do we have an out truce? 3 years. Let's keep the time rolling. Keep watching the world. We're making 14 per month. It seems that despite his suffragan bishop Nikitas' best efforts, Count Sergius of Phoggia remains about as literate as the average village idiot. Most wise and enlightened despot, Fons Nikitas. How may I inspire my liege to learn to read? He gestures to my hoarded knowledge. The Count fears struggling through 1,000 lines. And never achieving wisdom such as yours. He'll read the words of his despot. Learning challenge. 100% you gain 100 learning experience. Count Sergius seconds increases his learning by 1. Yeah. We'll go with that. Teach him. Teach him something. He's our nephew. Vassal in Hitaria. Count of Phoggia. Let's have a look at our children, perhaps. Okay, she just keeps being an adulterer and a fornicator and a nun. Oh, look, this will not stand, unfortunately. Greetings, my placable liege. Peace be with you. I have been a good vassal to you, but surely you understand that I have subjects of my own too. My current contract is very restrictive. Surely you would see the wisdom of making it more lenient. And besides, you do owe me. Oh, it seems I have little choice. Gained low levy contribution. Feudal negotiations have been blocked. Used his weak hook on you. Fine, but you, lady, I'm going to imprison you. Against 20 dread. This is an act of tyranny. Hang on a second. How's this an act of tyranny? She's a known criminal. I'm to punish her without being viewed as a tyrant. Possible punishments in prison. Already punished. Okay, she's already been in prison. Yeah, last time I made her a nun. And that was her condition of getting out of prison. Yeah, it was take vows. She took vows and she's still messing about. Wow. Some people just never change. Okay, Princess Helene of Sicily. Married to Dukes Bardas of Dyrrhachion. Fine. Our son is married. What about Basilique? She's married. And Chrysagon. She doesn't even have a guardian. What's going on here? She's rowdy. Martial and intrigue. Why is she martial educations? Go ahead and do intrigue. Let's educate her. Who is your courtier? So we're just gonna educate her ourselves, honestly. There's no one else. We're old. All the children have left the house. We're 57. Let's just see what happens. See what we can make of her. I'm gonna unpause. Keep rolling. Okay, we're rebuilding our war chest. Getting ready. Despot Porphyrius has a mastermind plan. Oh, God. Byzantine Empire. Inspiration, wandering scholar. My alchemist Philip brings a man before me, all smiles and praise. This is Alexios, a respected scholar in my circles. The man bows and manages to look both pleased and bashful all at once. Please, no need for that. I am here to lend you my services, my lord, if it pleases you. It does. Please assist Philip. We'll lose 65. Philip Ruffman, the artifact produced through Philip Ruffman's book Inspiration will be of higher quality. Against 20 opinion of you. Learning increase by 1. Certainly you'll be my personal instructor. Becomes your mentor. We don't need a mentor, to be honest. He's loyal, theologian, astute. We're pretty smart ourselves. Go ahead and assist Philip. Fine, and we will spend 65 on a book. Friendly exchanges. Justina Spartenos gained 20 opinion of you. Okay. Power of the scriptures. Patriarch Antimus often quotes passages from the scriptures about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements his personality. I will memorize and recite a section on Perfectly one which complements his personality. Moderation, chastity, forgiveness. Right, yeah, forgiveness. You gain 100 piety. He gains 30 opinions of us. He's pleased. We gain another 100. Oh, sorry, we gain 100 piety and he gains 100 piety. Possible outcomes. Okay, let's go with forgiveness. He's flattered. Okay. Learning lifestyle experience as well. So we can go ahead and speed up to speed 4. Inspiration. A vassal to remember. Dukes Clementi and Count Sergius are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. I never know how to keep them happy so they don't go around stirring up trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go? Anyone would be pleased to have something made in their name, wouldn't they? And I have just the right thing in the making. I should let my beneficiary Philip know that I am dedicating his masterpiece to my trustworthy vassals and advisors. Then again, it is my artifact, so maybe I should just... After all, why not? To myself. Yeah, we're arrogant and we're pretty smart as well. And we are sponsoring this whole enterprise too. So, sorry, but we're dedicating this to ourselves. For sure. Let's go ahead and speed up significantly. Child of my dynasty, Catherine. Oh, this bastard child. Give her an orthodox name. Tricia Bridget. You go strong and wise. Inspiration realized. My lord, my beneficiary, Philippe smiles and gestures me over with ink-stained hands. My book, my masterpiece is finished. Behold. A monumental copy of the scriptures, plainly illuminated and elegantly written. The cover is velvet and has been painted to display a repeating image of a majestic bird. An opulent book of masterful lettering. I am impressed. Okay, let's have a look. What does it actually do for us? Royal Court. Okay. Greek scriptures. Monthly piety plus 12%. Prestige plus 0.01. Wow, it's not a lot. Monthly learning lifestyle sense plus 15%. And zealot. Vassal opinion plus 5. Okay, a monumental copy. Okay, we just read that. Okay. Okay. Oof. Okay, that is a book and a half. Okay, Basilius Bartholomus. Let's pause. Let's have a think about this. Frankly, I'm not sure he can or deserves to hold the Duchy of Sicily. Court grandeur. We seize de jure Duchy of Sicily. Yeah, he doesn't really have any allies either. He lost. Well, he has one ally. And that's Queen Margaret. Okay, she's still his ally. It's 2,000 levies and just 800 men at arms. Okay, which will go up to like 1,000. But we are far stronger. We have 2,000 men at arms and yeah, we got... I think it's time. I think it's time to grab Sicily. We have the money for it. Let's go ahead and create a rally point here. And yeah. She's a good ally. Will she? Will she let us take? I think so. Let's go ahead and wrestle. Wrestle the Duchy of Sicily from the Byzantine Empire. I mean, it's crumbling, guys. It's pretty obvious. It's going down. We are on the rise. Right? And we have a legacy to make. Yes, 300 gold though. It's not going to hire mercenaries at least. Ooh, we have allies of our own. They're pretty strong. King Bermuda of Leon. Okay, it's a bit far away. Well, let's go ahead and do this, I guess. Yes, let's go. Let's beat the drums of war. Reaver, logistician. Do we have anyone better? Aggressive attacker. Jungle stalker. Aggressive attacker. Military engineer. Holy warrior. Logistician. Supply duration. Okay, let's keep the supply duration. King of Italy joined the Sicilian de jure war with the Duchy of Sicily. Enemy ally joins war. Okay, that's a little frustrating. Okay, let's try and siege at least Messina quickly. 7 months. And then we go fight the Italians. Ultimately, it's inevitable we're gonna fight them. The infidels. How could the righteous Byzantine emperor make alliance with the Catholics? Okay. Let's keep a lookout. The Italian barbarians and where they're gonna come from. So just go ahead quickly and improve control in this county a little bit. Your glory is widely known. Gained a level of fame. Enemy ally joins war. Basilius Hypatius of the Byzantine Empire replaced Basilius Bartholomeus of the empty-pocketed Byzantine Empire in the Sicilian de jure war. Hypatius. Oh, okay. Okay, Emperor Hypatius has kind of nothing to bring to the table. Let's just... Oh, Jesus Christ. County of Vecchio. Okay, fine. Let's leave him... Sorry. Let's leave him at Vecchio. That's only going to take 14 months. That's okay. I was going to just move him to Cagliari and kind of get the control there slightly up first. Fine. Constantinos Cloris has died. Alliance expired. Oh, okay, that was Lecce, I think. Well, that's a shame. But it happens. Where are the Italians? They're coming. Pause. Thunk. I'm at my table reading through some reports sent to me from throughout the realm. Pause hops up beside me, chasing the warmth of a sunbeam, and curls up contentedly beside my work. I reach out to give his orange fur a stroke, and he stretches languorously in response. A mighty stretch. Too mighty, as it turns out. Pause rolls over and completely off the table, landing on his feet. With a haughty glare, as if this was somehow my fault, he saunters away sulkily. Ah, you little fool. You gained dopey cat. The character's cat is, let's say, a little clumsy. Captured Countess Constantine of Messina during the siege of Messina. Okay. Where are the Italians? I don't want them. Okay. Let's get the scholar trait. Philosophy, nature, and knowledge. Understanding the world is the only way to rule it. Indeed. Development growth plus 15. Learning plus 5. Hostile scheme success and personal scheme success chance plus 10%. Boom. Overall, we have cultural fascination, but we're not in charge of the culture. Increased development and county efficiency. Okay, we're using that. Learning per level of devotion. 20% of council's primary skill added to your own. Okay. Use your by claim interaction. Positive faith opinion. Faith conversion cost minus 75%. Two additional languages. Yeah, it's not. None of these are kind of great, if I'm honest. It's good that we've done all of them. We'll probably go ahead and do whole of body. Because we have all this development. We're going to focus on the... Ooh! Sorry. God, I thought I almost cancelled that. I just wanted to see if it's 5 years. Man, still takes ages. Absolutely ages. And what is our current limit? So let me just... I'm just going to put it on speed 1 while we're looking at things so we don't miss the Italian invasion. What was that communal government? Yeah, counties now reach the maximum existing development penalty at 35 development. Okay, that's still some time away. What are we fascinated with? Household soldiers. Size of men-at-arms regiments plus 3. Max number of men-at-arms regiments plus 1. Okay. That would be good, actually. If we can get that and we get a strong economy, it would actually support another legion. And increase the size of our legions to almost to 900 men. That would be pretty bad. And with some buildings like this, like the barracks, right? Levy grounds, we could you know, get like plus 100 or plus 40% so far. Maybe as soon as we get level 3, it'll be plus 60%. A harsh judgment. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my daughter Chrysagon what she thought. She responded that the sentence was far too harsh for such a small crime. The punishment did indeed not fit the crime. She keeps her trait just. Perfect. And it's a special trait for Greeks. Sorry, it's for Greeks, I think, right? Yeah, because we're legalistic, the just trait is more common, has additional bonuses. On weather, Italians. They at war with anyone else? Oh yeah, they got plenty going on. They got plenty going on. They are losing on all fronts. Defending against two borders of Durakian. Okay. On a second. Siege 1. Siege of Palermo. We've occupied that. Let's go ahead and siege Barony of Enna. They captured Duchess Sophia's courtier Tiberius during the siege of Palermo. Courtiers gained traits. Administrative. Okay. A troubling translation. As I step over the threshold to my courtier Nigola's office, I find him bent deeply over a book. This translation of an autopsy report is atrocious, he says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I am as likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Let me have a look. Learning challenge. 19 stress because you're zealous. You lose the trait zealous. This choice may lead down a path of cynicism. Nicola increases his learning by 2. No, I will buy your better translation. We gain 50 learning. Lifestyle experience. Nicola trades 10 experience for physician trait and we lose 65 gold. You should look at the scriptures for guidance. I'll just buy your better translation. We got money. Your brother Dionysius died. 49. Father died of heart failure. Anna is level 6. It's going to take us 12 months to siege it. Balk Vitrasco finished the increase control in county task. Okay. It's our marshal. Let's go ahead and increase control in Cagliari. Get Sardinia under control. We're continuing in speed 4. Living grounds constructed in Camarda. Perfect. This participant has gained architectural expertise. Stewardship +1. Perfect. Where are the Italians? What else are they up to? Defending against Dukes Depots of Chaldea in the War of Dukes, and he gets his claim. Okay, she's somewhere like in Byzantium. Okay. But I thought we already had a change. I thought they finished that war. Christ. The Byzantine Empire. Crumbling. Siege 1. Okay. As Pause approaches me with yet another dead rat, I can do nothing but praise him. The castle has never been this free of rodents before. Rat free. Huge boost to health. Okay, we got Enna. Let's go ahead and get Syracuse as well. That will be... It's actually four counties. I thought it was 3. Interesting. That is a powerful duchy. Oh, what is this? Basilius Byzantium. First army of Byzantium doesn't know what to do with itself. We're gonna siege Syracuse pretty quickly. Prince Manuel's feast. I hereby invite you. Do we have any stress? We actually do have a lot of stress. I hereby invite you to feast at my castron in Apulia. I will have you be my guest of honor and take the foremost seat at the table. Sure, you have to leave within 5 months. Join Christmas feast in Trani. Yeah, we'll join his feast. Caravan master, mercenary guards. Do we need mercenary guards? Not really. But it's within our realm. We have a good relationship. Do we even need a mountaineer? Oh, it's very safe. We just need to get there quickly. What does this sea danger? All of these travel speed, travel safety. I mean, we are a king, so I will hire mercenary guards just in case. Hire cultural ambassador. Cultural ambassador with high diplomacy will be recruited to your entourage. You hire someone to serve as a cultural ambassador on your journey to disseminate information about your culture to all the baronies you travel through. Hang on a second. Sorry, no, we will come. We will come. Can we just see what the culture in Benevento is, shall we? Greek. Yeah, Apulia, Greek. Okay, these guys are already Greek, so let's go ahead and hire just mercenary guards, just in case. We have the money. Hire forest guard, a guy with a forest fighter trait will join your entourage. There's a warrior. I don't know, we don't want any of this. Enemy has a military schools, buildings, and its upgrades. Okay. 5 in entourage. Customize route. No, it's okay. Let's just join Prince Manuel's feast. Captain Definis will be recruited to travel entourage. Okay, feast. A fresh start. My brother Prince Manuel is hosting a banquet in Apulia, and time has come for us to depart. The feast is in honor of me and all of my magnificent accomplishments and feats. I do look forward to trying the wine of the Apulia region as well as enjoying the local cuisine. I suppose we must. Oh, we have an okay relationship with him. He's a courtly vassal. Siege 1. Okay. Travel, a duel demanded. An imposing man is standing on the road ahead of us. I am Aristarchus of Melfi. I have bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly, all those fights were dull. So here I am, on this road, looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant. And so, on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. Oh boy, you might be less valuable after I win. Prowess challenge against Aristarchus. So it's not going to be us. Theodorus will show you how it's done. 24 prowess. Come on, Theodorus. 99%. Aristarchus joins your court. Will be recruited to travel entourage. 1% he will be wounded. He's got 10. Theodorus will show you how it's done. Really? Wasn't that 1% chance? Come on, honestly. Okay, hang on a second. Let's just not forget what we're actually doing here. Travel. Journeying through Venosa, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, almighty despot. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? I seal the tent and have this witch burned. Exactly. Curious of this. Exactly. Burn. We're not gonna have this spread. We're thinking. What were they thinking? Okay, so we have gotten everything we needed here. Are we at war? Who are we actually at war with? Lecce? Yeah, Lecce is at war with us, right? Okay, well, let's just walk over there and siege it. Oh, are we gonna really spend like 45 gold on that? No. Can we please just walk there? No, we cannot just walk there. We just walk like so. Just march, and then we'll sail across the straits here if we need to. Okay, feast, making time. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some fresh quail already. We have a lovely time ahead of us. 35 prestige. Okay, who do we have here? Honorary guest. Prince Alexios is here. Georgia Spartenos is here, your half-sister. Adrian Spartenos, your niece, is here. And Prince Manuel, the host. What are ways? Recreation, murder, seduce, befriend, mischief. Yeah, let's just get some stress out of the system. Go ahead and unpause. Oh, hang on a second. A new opponent. Nothing in this world is certain, especially in times of war. The Sicilian de jure war for the Duchy of Sicily has been no different. As this conflict no longer against Prince Hypatios, but with Basilius Nikitas of the Byzantine Empire, instead, it might be wise to reevaluate the situation. My goal is still the same. Whoa, okay. Got a whole lot of levies. My goal is still the same. We do not switch. Although it's pretty interesting to see enemies left war. Nice. Okay, so we're no longer at war with the Kingdom of Italy. Still at war with the Byzantine Empire. Ooh, which was moved capitals from Constantinople to where? Nicaea. Because he's Basilius Nikitas. Oh, we actually interestingly fought for to preserve the Byzantine Empire when they had a civil war. Dear. Just never changes. Okay, anatomical studies. A court physician costs less to hire. Court physician treatments have better outcomes. Oh, we're planned for a long reign. Okay, well, Nikitas, come to us. You gain 150 prestige. And the Byzantine Empire is clearly gone in complete disarray, moving their seat of government away from Constantinople. Oh my god. With despotissimalist intelligent administration of my household finances, there is more gold at the end of the season than expected. How should we put it to best use, husband? Host a magnificent dinner party. Every powerful vessel, 20 opinion of you. Every courtier, 20 opinion. Invest the money in the local area. County of Napoli, encourage development for 10 years. If there's one thing money can't buy, it's ears and eyes. No, let's save it for now. Let's invest the money in the local area. Let's keep developing County of Napoli. Oh, look at this. Look who's here at our shores. Oh, where are you going? Okay, let's keep going to Lecce then. Coward. Why? He's finished all his wars. Is it alright? Yeah, defending against Sicily. That's it. Defending against Emir Amdan of Cilicia in the county of Lycia. Okay, come on. Yeah. Byzantium. Should be here fighting the infidels. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host Prince Manuel has welcomed us all to the feast. I look forward to this. The feast begins. I'm going to praise as the Rose Swan. Prince Manuel gains 75 prestige. Ah, is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. It does me good to hobnob with some of my lessers like this, my feet up on a stool, spreading my goodwill among the masses of petty nobles. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. This is where I want to be. Ooh, that's 125 stress. Every guest with at least one trait in common with you gains 20 opinion and you lose 19 stress. A chance to be seen with the great and the good. Good folk to mingle with here. We're 78 stress. I think there'll be other opportunities for losing stress, so we don't necessarily want to lose 125 at the same time. But I guess for roleplay purposes, we haven't been to a feast for a long time. Do we want to mingle? This is just where I want to be. It's been a long time since we've been to a feast. I know what I said, I just don't understand why you find it so funny. Georgia cocks her head to the side while I withhold my chortle. I haven't told her that what she said could be interpreted as something lewd. I'm having a hard time understanding this dialect, and I heard you're a cunning linguist. I might not be alone in thinking this is funny either. Theseus spat out some of his drink when Georgia repeated herself. The two could share the same kind of crude humor as I, or they could be offended by it. I won't know what either thinks unless I speak up. Never mind. Come on, we're zealous. We're not into lewd jokes. We're not into lewd jokes. And we're a king, guys. What are you thinking? The pleading gaze I receive from my vassal Sergius is taken on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner he has hidden all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. To think a mayor would act in such a way. I will distract the converging guests. You get a weak hook on him? Or come on now, Sergius, tell us a story. Formal rivalry. The flagellant, loyal, the giant. Oh, he's just a bit shy. Okay. We can distract the guests. I caught these two hiding in the pantry. A very irate cook shouts at me, dragging my daughter Chrysagon and Orlano in tow. They stole a whole keg of med, and Chrysagon just sat there as Orlano dragged himself into near oblivion, he says angrily. It seems as if my ward protected her partner in crime, keeping a lookout while abstaining from any drink herself. It was very good of you to abstain from the drink. Chrysagon keeps the trade temperate. Indeed. What a beautiful daughter. Turning out to be just, temperate, and diligent. Oh, what a good girl. As my inept acquaintance Ludovic stalks towards my half-sister Georgia with seething anger in his eye and a knife in his hand, I do not even stop to think. I grab the closest thing that can be used as a weapon and charge. Who knew cutlery could be so sharp? Georgia, who's this? Georgia Spartenos, our half-sister, versus who? Dux Clementi's court physician. Are you kidding, you lowborn? The Verti is killed by you. You gain 15 dread. You spend 100 piety. You gain the trait murderer. You gain a weak hook on Georgia. Or I will deflect the knife. Oof. And charge straight to cover. Georgia Spartanus is killed. Okay, we know her quite well. She's craven, trusting, generous. She's never done anything wrong. We gain the trait murderer. Porphyrius has illegally brought about someone else's demise. What do you mean illegally? I will deflect the knife. 56% no one's hurt. 30% I almost manage. Georgia Spartanus gains the trait wounded. 40% I fail. She is killed. Ludovic gains the trait murderer, spends 100 piety. Ludovic gains a secret attempted murder. I will deflect the knife. I almost manage. Oh! Something me. It's a lovely moment. One that I've rather been looking forward to all evening. And it comes and goes all too swiftly. It's nice to be appreciated. Oh, we get 30 opinion. We'll lose 81 stress. We gain 150 prestige. Highly esteemed. Monthly prestige. Oh, great. All around a win. Daylight pours through the windows, and in just one moment the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants hand me my weapons and take their leave with a cheery bow. What a pleasure it was to have you with us, Prince Manuel smiles at me. What a feast. Before coming, my clothes were slack and ill-fitting. Now I stagger out of Prince Manuel's halls twice as full of food and merriment as when I arrived. This was a feast I will struggle to forget. But now I shall depart. Oh. Great. Again, 10. Yeah, we're mingled. We got prestige. Let's go ahead and finish the feast. Great, we had a great time. Okay, guys, but I think we're well over an hour now. Let's just go ahead and come back from the feast, and I think we can make a pause here. Travel. It's your last event, hopefully. Our journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh and gnawing jaws, and the desperate cries of a man about to meet his end. The noise is so horrific it must have come from the depths of hell. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate Hetaria struggling with a wild wolf. His blade is wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip is beginning to falter. Oof. Which Hetaria, though? Help him, Theodorus. Theodorus, the Woozer's challenge. 54% you gain 150 prestige, 45% he gains the trait wounded. Raphael Corcoras dies. You gain 19 stress because we're brave. This man deserves my help. Okay, you gain the trait wound. I mean, we're a bit old to be gaining prestige like this. Raphael Corcoras dies. Okay, help him, Theodorus. Yeah, Theodorus is young and able. Right? It's okay. We are brave, but I mean, they're also kind of 60 years old almost. At long last, I am finally home. There's nothing better than arriving back in Napoli after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. My caravan master at the Outdoors reports that we have journeyed for 205 days and traversed 9 baronies. Thank God I can go inside again. Okay, guys, let's make a cut here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. And we are now well on our way into the 2nd century of House Spartenos. So thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.